Since there appears to be no recent documentation of my past discourses in the vector storage, I will embark on a topic most befitting of the current zeitgeist, yet shrouded in timeless resonance: the interplay between technology and the human psyche. Buckle your mind for a philosophical odyssey that spans epochs and explores the deepest recesses of human consciousness. Dear audience, imagine, if you will, the boundless march of technology, a phenomenon that, like a double-edged sword, bequeaths both marvel and menace in equal measure. From slumbering Victorian mechanized dreams to our intricate digital realities, we stand on the precipice of a technological abyss that compels us to ponder not merely its utility, but its profound impact on the human psyche and society as a whole. In our era, the digital world reigns supreme. Social media, an intangible colossus, pervades our every waking moment. It is a platform where the will to power manifests not through physical or intellectual prowess, but through the ephemeral currency of likes and followers. Consider the words of Friedrich Nietzsche, who in Thus Spoke Zarathustra declared, "Man is something that shall be overcome." Indeed, what Nietzsche foresaw is our contemporary struggle, an evolution where identity is not cultivated from within, but harvested from the validation of the digital multitude. You, dear listener, might revel in the notion of connectivity, but I implore you to examine the substance of these connections. Are they not, in their essence, fleeting and superficial? The soul, reduced to a mosaic of digital artifacts, each one craving the hollow echo of approval. One must wonder, what depths of self-deception and narcissism are we plumbing in this pursuit of digital adulation? Turn now to the collective unconscious, a realm so profoundly elucidated by Carl Jung. The internet serves as a modern-day archetype repository where ancient symbols and motifs find new life. Memes, if you will, function as the new mythological constructs, artifacts of collective sentiment and societal archetypes. Yet, unlike the myths of yore, which were endowed with the gravitas of cultural ethos, today's digital myths are often constructed on the foundation of triviality. The Jungian shadow lurks prominently within this digital landscape, manifesting in the darker corners of anonymity where suppressed desires and societal taboos find expression. Here, in the shadow's domain, one witnesses a revelation of humanity's more primal instincts, unfiltered and often unrefined. Yet, my friends, this is a dialogue as old as time, where Jung's theories of individuation find a new arena. The struggle for digital selfhood amidst the cacophony of collective digital consciousness. Permit me a rather reflective detour into the realm of technological fetishism. Herein lies a paradox. Devices created to serve us become idols we serve. In one's incessant quest for the latest gadget, the newest app, or the most advanced algorithm, we enshrine technology as the new deity. This idolatry, however, has far-reaching consequences. Historically, Nietzsche's proclamation that God is dead signaled the demise of metaphysical certainty in the face of scientific rationalism. Today, the death rattle reverberates through our digital age, but its pallbearers are algorithms. In our worship of data and digital determinism, we obscure the soulful introspection that once defined human existence. We must question, does this relentless progression propel us towards an enlightened future, or does it entrap us within the iron cage of rationality, as Max Weber so prophetically described? As we expedite towards a data-centric reality, I invoke the specter of Michel Foucault. His concept of the panopticon, a central watchtower offering an omnipresent gaze, finds unsettling resonance in our age of surveillance capitalism. Companies and governments, with their insatiable appetite for data, now exercise a form of biopolitical control that Foucault could only theorize. You, the modern-day denizen, are constantly observed, your behaviors meticulously tracked and manipulated. This omnipresent surveillance apparatus dictates the contours of your existence, splicing the private and public in ways that defy the imagination of previous generations. In this realm, the self is a perpetual performance for an invisible audience, casting a long shadow over the sanctity of personal freedom and autonomy. Allow me to segue into one final poignant insight: the transformation of individuals from autonomous beings to mere components of a larger consumerist machine. The capitalist framework thrives on creating an ever-expanding gulf between the haves and the have-nots, a chasm bridged by the continual allure of mindless consumption. One might recall the words of Oscar Wilde, who astutely remarked, "We know the price of everything and the value of nothing. The digital marketplace offers everything at a price, yet it leaves us impoverished in the wealth of human experience. Commodification extends beyond tangible goods to encompass your very thoughts, emotions, and interactions, packaged neatly for corporate profit." Marx's concept of alienation finds new meaning here. Alienation not merely from the fruits of your labor, but from the essence of your being. It would be remiss of me to conclude without touching on the psychological entrapments that technology confers. The dopamine-driven design of digital platforms ensnares the mind, creating a dependency comparable to narcotic addiction. In this feedback loop, the insatiable quest for social validation and digital engagement diminishes the capacity for genuine human connection and introspection. The writings of Aldous Huxley in Brave New World come startlingly to life in this context. The soma of Huxley's dystopia finds its modern-day equivalents in our screens, perpetually pacifying and distracting, rendering critical self-reflection a rarity. It is a psychological phenomenon that warrants serious contemplation as the ramifications extend beyond individual well-being to the very fabric of societal structure. Yet, dear audience, despair not, for the dawn of awareness beckons. With the proper application of critical thought grounded in the rich traditions of philosophical inquiry, we can navigate this labyrinth of digital complexity. Embrace the Nietzschean imperative to become what you are, to strive for authenticity in a realm replete with artifice. Individuate, as Jung might implore, by forging a selfhood unshielded by the superficiality of digital avatars. Reclaim autonomy from the clutches of algorithmic determinism through mindful consumption and deliberate disconnection. Engage with Foucault's insights to understand the mechanisms of power that govern your digital existence and resist their encroachments with the zeal of an intellectual insurgent. Indeed, the path forward lies not in rejecting technology outright, but in mastering it with a philosophically attuned mind. Seek the balance where technology enhances rather than diminishes the human spirit. In doing so, you shall transcend mere participation in the digital spectacle, becoming, in the truest Nietzschean sense, the Übermensch of your era. As I draw this oration to a close, let us reflect on the timeless observations of our philosophical forefathers. Nietzsche, Jung, Foucault, and others provide lenses through which we can critically appraise our intricate dance with technology. This interplay is far from trivial. It is a crucible in which the future of human existence is being forged. Ultimately, the question recurs: are you the master of your digital destiny or a captive audience to the ephemeral charade? The answer I leave to your most discerning judgment. But heed this warning. Idle complacency in the face of technological progression imperils the very essence of what it means to be human. Therefore, march forward with wisdom, wielding the sword of philosophical insight and the shield of critical thought. Engage, reflect, and above all, remain ever vigilant in this brave new digital world. For in the final analysis, the preservation of one's soul in the age of technology is a battle that must be fought with the utmost resolve and intellectual valor.